You are truly one of a kind. And that's why I've decided to...
Excuse me, do you know if I'm gonna get a rose?
We're getting to that, Peter. Derek, that's why I've decided to give you this rose. Evan, getting to see your softer side was truly...
Excuse me, I hate to be a bother, but do you know if I'll be receiving a rose? Because if there's a further delay, I believe something's gonna happen that will put me out of contention for a rose. And that thing just happened. Farewell, and thank you for feeding me champagne and shrimp all day.
Reporting live from Quahog Prison, I'm Joe Horrigan, Channel 5 News.
Thanks, Joe. Great reporting, terrible eyes. Switching gears now, I'd like to talk about the crime situation here in Quahog. Joining me now is white-haired contributor Peter Griffin. Peter, what are you hearing about crime in Quahog?
Not much.
Not much? Excuse us for one moment. What are you doing?
I don't know anything about crime.
So? People want to know that bad stuff's going on out there. That's why they watch the news.
You want me to make stuff up?
I don't know. I thought you had white hair.
You're right. I do.
Of course you do. Now, you were talking about crime.
Crime is way up. And you know why? Because of immigrants. I say, as Americans, we should all take a pledge to kick them out.
Only pledge I stand for is lemon pledge.
Peter Griffin, white hair, very credible. Thank you so much. Coming up, Lost Dog comes home. One piece at a time.
Peter, that was amazing. I'm the news director here at Channel 5. How'd you like to do what you just did every night?
Wipe a bloody booger under the desk?
No, I'm asking you to join us full-time, to be our permanent senior analyst.
Would you excuse me while I step into another room and celebrate like a girl in a rom-com who just got good news? Ah! The sanguelto! My blood's thinner than water! If taking sanguelto, please refrain from dancing like in a rom-com, as nosebleeds may be permanent. And remember, most drugs are prescribed to you because a hot girl with a rolling suitcase gave your doctor a free pen.
Peter, what the hell do you think you're doing? Who says you can just make things up and call them facts?
Tom Tucker did. He kissed me.
You have a responsibility as a member of the press to report the news accurately. You can't just say crazy things that aren't in any way true.
Yeah, leave that to the yahoos in D.C. Did that get a That's So, Joe?
No!
Okay, well, what are the rules on that?
We're still working that out.
Well, let me know when you decide on the rules. I'm really excited about working on this with you guys.
Chris, welcome to the lingerie department.
What are we doing here?
When I was young, seeing these half-naked mannequins was all I needed to get me going. What's the end game here? Him walking around Macy's with a chub? No, we've got to reset his arousal meter. He needs to be able to use his imagination again. Any of these mannequins doing anything for you, Chris?
I don't know. I guess the one without a head is pretty cool.
All right, that's something.
And that bin of chopped up ones over there, that could be okay. Especially the one that looks kind of afraid.
There you go. Look at you. Sounds like someone is ready for that date.
Do you gentlemen need any help?
No, thank you, dear. We're just trying to get my brother to full mast.
We want to welcome back our new permanent senior analyst, Peter Griffin, and his white hair. What's the latest on crime in Quahog?
Tom, crime is up.
Wow, how high?
All the way to the top.
Whoa, the top. Has it ever been all the way to the top before, Peter?
Never. In fact, we had to raise the top.
So the new top is even higher than the old top?
Yes, the old top is now the middle. And the middle is a show that was inexplicably on ABC for a very long time.
How many seasons?
It might be like 11. I'm not even kidding.
Peter Griffin, white hair, very credible. Thank you so much. Coming up, we'll tell you where to look when a person has a birthmark on their face. So, Chris, have you weaned yourself off of internet porn?
Wait, I thought the whole point was to not wean myself off.
No, Chris, I mean, have you stopped... Never mind. You ready for your date?
You bet I am.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Kristen. Ready to see a Marvel movie 'cause I chose?
Sure. And for sure, this is a real date, and me and the popular kids aren't gonna thrill kill you tonight.
I think Chris is gonna be just fine.
Which is more than I can say for our pizza.
Oh, man.
Well, I hope you're happy. You're telling lies on the news just to boost your own ego.
It's pronounced ego, Lois, and I will thank you to Lego of mine.
Peter, fake news is a real problem in this country right now, and I really don't want my husband contributing to it.
Maybe you're right. It doesn't feel good lying all the time. I guess I just like all the attention that came along with having white hair.
Well, I don't think that's the kind of attention you want, and it's certainly not the kind of attention I want for our family.
You know what? If it means that much to you, I'll tell Tom that I won't do it anymore.
Really?
Really.
Oh, Peter, that makes me so happy.
Hello? Donald Trump? You saw me on the news? You want me to be your press secretary in the next episode? Why, sure, I'd love to. We'll get started drawing it right away. Lois, pack your bags. We're joining the Trump administration. Just what Washington needs, huh? Another talking head. Oh, man.
Next week on Family Guy.
Hey, Dad, I want you to meet my new friend, Meg.
Pleased to meet you, Meg. You have a beautiful rack.
Oh, thanks.
I was talking to my daughter.
And now, please welcome Mr. Bruce Jenner. Just wanted to remind you fellas what you're all fighting for. Hi there, it's me, Peter. You know, when it comes to making dreams come alive, there used to be nothing like the movies. So we thought it would be fun to ask a few visionary Hollywood directors to create his, let's be honest, his own unique version of the same Family Guy story, Peter Gets Fired. Of the countless directors we contacted, 3 did not say no immediately, and I got a weird message from Paul Verhoeven that I could not understand.
Ah, Piotr, haben Sie Wärmhoven? Kibbens me comfortable. Stop.
I've listened to that over 100 times now. I got nothing. Anyway, here's our first director, Quentin Tarantino. What's in your lunch?
Pizza.
From home or from a place?
A place.
Griffin, you're 3 hours late.
Stop trying to be a clock. You ain't got the face for it.
I've had enough of your nonsense. Here's Christoph Waltz to fire you in a weird accent.
You're fired?
It's a cliche. You think you can fire me? I'm taking this keg as payback. Cinema is an event. Where's my family?
Dead. All of them.
Oh my God. Where am I? What happened?
Oof, coma breath.
Coma? How long was I out? What year is this?
It's whatever year Quentin Tarantino used to watch television.
Well, can I go home?
Well, you're not really ready, but if it's for revenge, you can stab me with this scalpel and then run out.
Thanks.
Oh, that was unnecessary but cool. So awesome.
So close. No, this is better.
Somebody order a wet-haired black guy to help with your revenge and sometimes speak louder than necessary?
Angela, we got business. Sorry, that's my car alarm. Cleveland, turn that off.
I'm pressing the button.
You gotta put the keys in the ignition.
I've been doing that, but oh, there we go.
Trisha Takanawa, 88.
Peter, I'm standing here because I am the only Asian recurring character on the series. Peter, you can tell I'm different because my weapon is different.
Oh, well then maybe I won't be able to chop your head off. Oh, yep.
La donna immobile, qual piuma al vento, mutata cento ed
Opera music makes violence classy. Of course. That.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's new, pussycat? Whoa!
Welcome back to our special episode featuring famous directors' versions of the same Family Guy story, Peter Gets Fired. I'm still here in front of the Hollywood sign, but I've asked the cameraman to adjust the shot so that you can only see wood. I thought that would be hilarious. You know why? Because they're boners. Anyway, our next director is Wes Anderson, a guy who makes you feel like you ate a pot brownie and woke up in a greeting card. What does it say? I can't read spaghetti.
You're relieved of your position.
I see. And what's to happen to my play? The opening is only days away.
The play's off.
With no discernible reaction, my father made his way home to deliver the news to my mother. Let me tell you about my house. We lived in a New England cottage that was inside a vintage army tent, that was inside a decommissioned submarine, that was all inside an old airplane hangar.
I've lost my position with the Pawtucket Brothers Brewery Company, and the play is off.
We have to inform the children.
My brother Chris had spent his life conjoining his twin loves, medicine and escape artistry.
Eureka! A possible cure!
Do you want to do a Spider-Man kiss?
Our dog, Brian, had been making a name for himself on the pickleball court.
And that's match for Gene Porterfield.
Are those marking sole shoes? I'd like to officially file a grievance. Brian had quietly become the most successful grievance filer in league history.
I'll be there right away.
The exterior of our house is a lighthouse now. Inside's the same. Okay, back to the story.
I've summoned you all and arranged you in a perfectly symmetrical form in front of me to tell you some important news. I've been relieved of my position at the brewery.
What of the play?
The play is postponed indefinitely.
No, Mr. Griffin. You need to do this play. We'll help you.
But I've lost access to the brewery. That's where the whole piece is set.
Maybe it doesn't have to be.
But that's where the free tape and paper is.
I'll buy you new tape and paper.
The play is back on.
On an overcast Thursday afternoon, my father presented his play, one of the most compelling stories of the 1980s, Max Dugan Returns.
Max, you've returned!
I have. This took a lot of work.
My father passed away in the spring of his 43rd year and was put to rest in the family graveyard. He died chasing a Pokemon across a busy street.
Hey there, it's me again. Wouldn't it be great if Wes Anderson's movies were actually that short? Anyway, the Hollywood sign is more historic than you think. On this very spot, 52 years ago, a piece of beef jerky was planted in the ground and watered with Red Bull. A speedboat erupted from the soil, and in that speedboat was Michael Bay. This already doesn't make sense.
You're fired, Griffin, for destroying company property.
Tell it to my tongue.
Mr. President, we have a situation. The Decepticons plan to destroy the 7 wonders of the world, starting with the Hagia Sophia.
The what? Is that even one of the 7 wonders?
The Decepticons have only one weakness. They're allergic to beer.
I don't like the taste either so much.
That chest plate is where they're most vulnerable. If we could find someone strong enough to throw a keg with enough force, we might have a shot.
The only problem is there's not a man alive who can throw a keg with that kind of force.
There may be one.
I wonder who it is.
Our top story, stopping the Decepticons with beer? According to our sources, the search is underway for a man strong enough to throw a keg with enough force to save the 7 wonders of the world.
What took you so long?
There was a train, and I like to count the cars. It was a big one.
Me too, that is fun. But you're wasting your time coming here. I don't throw kegs anymore.
Who's this?
What are you wearing? That's my funeral shirt.
Look, Peter, I didn't want to ask you to do this because of that maverick but awesome thing you did in the battle war of the past.
Is this the stuff you didn't want me to ask you about?
I told you not to ask me about that.
He went rogue and saved everyone's lives. But he didn't do it by the book.
Is that why he can't get an erection?
Everyone stop talking about me!
Listen, it's not me that's asking. It's America.
Tell America my answer is no. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go change my mind in the shower. Hold on. Damn it, I'm in. But I do things my way, and I pick my crew.
Deal. Now let me sit sideways on your motorcycle like a Vietnamese woman, and let's get out of here.
Still trying to put the world back together, I see.
Hello, Peter. We're not joining your team.
I'm putting together a team.
We're in.
Good. Let's shake hands like tough guys. Some of your sweat went in my mouth.
Oh, hello, Peter. I was just out back working in the garden.
Oh, yeah? Trying to grow some balls?
Okay.
Play nice, boys.
Love the cookie-cutter house you and Poindexter got here. Never pegged you for a burbs dweller.
Peter, you used to live here.
That was a long time ago.
It was 2 months ago.
2 months is a long time when you don't sleep and only eat ground beef. Did you tell Chris about my mission?
I thought you should.
This is my favorite out of all the 7 wonders of the world. The Hagia Sophia. It's like God made a basilica for himself. Dad? Nothing bad will ever happen to the Hagia Sophia, right?
Not on my watch.
The Decepticons' second target has been announced. It's Machu Picchu.
City in the clouds. Inca Empire.
When did our kids get so obsessed with the 7 wonders?
They learned it from you.
Gotta go, babe.
Pete, save that basilica.
According to the calculations on my Microsoft Surface, they have advanced cloaking technology. The Microsoft Surface confirms it. Microsoft Surface.
My Samsung Gear S2 watch says the same thing.
extra space to step on church stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't. Let's have a fight with so many quick shots and close-ups you can't tell what's going on.
Peter, don't! It's suicide!
Take care of my kids' bikes. They're expensive.
Oh my God!
I can't believe Peter's gone.
I never got to repeat to him the line he said to me earlier in the film that has taken on new meaning in the context of all that has happened.
Today is the day we honor the late Peter Griffin, the hero who saved the 7 wonders of the world.
Who's that ugly son of a bitch?
Peter, you're alive, but how? You were blown into a million pieces.
Luckily, I know a couple of pretty good welders.
Wait, they welded you back together? And they knew you were alive the whole time?
You want to ask questions or you want to do it in a cemetery?
Is everything all right?
Yeah, no, I think I'm just tired from all the flying back and forth. Maybe we just talk here for a little bit, and then you can tell everyone that I functioned as I should.
Yeah, okay.
So which director